Giles Thomas here from musculardevelopment.com. We're at the first Arnold Europe in Madrid, Spain. I'm here with Ed, second to none. Ed, how did that go yesterday for you?
The show went good, you know. Of course, I always wanted to place higher and do better, but I think it was kind of hard getting my food and stuff together a little bit.
You were staying at what's the hotel called? What's the one where there were athletes? But I heard there was food problems. I heard they were said to put a food on, and then they didn't, and then the food was pretty rubbish. And
yeah, it was a little mix up in the food a little bit. You know, you got to make do with what you got, and the show goes on. You know, I didn't bring my regular food I usually bring with me, but no excuse. You know, I always go on to the show, I always do my best, but it was a little mix up in the food.
Is this your first time traveling abroad to do a show?
Yes, it's my first time traveling abroad, and it's in.
Easier in America, obviously.
Exactly. You know, usually I pack up all my food and I go. You know, this time around it was meaning of not packing my food, just getting here and learning what food I could get my hands on.
What day did you arrive? What day did you get here?
I got here on a Wednesday.
All right, so quite early then.
Yeah, a little early. Well, I took off on Wednesday and got here early Thursday morning. Right. You know, so it was kind of hard. You know.
How long was the flight? Did it affect you much? With it being your first time abroad, obviously a lot of the guys who do the Grand Prix, they're used to the travel and the water manipulation and stuff like that. How did you manage?
I didn't do bad. You know, I think the only thing was for me, I tried not to eat a lot of carbs. I tried to eat just when I was on the ground. I ate carbs. I ate protein meals in the air.
Victor did, didn't it? Yeah. When he went to Chiru, he said all he ate was that's just that's just protein and vegetables.
Yeah, that's all I ate. Nothing but protein, and I ate avocados, and I drank a lot of water.
A lot of water.
Yep, a lot of water. So, which by drinking a lot of water, you want to get up, walk around a little bit. So, by drinking a lot of water, it makes you
doesn't settle.
Right, doesn't settle. So, I get up, back and forth to the bathroom. Flight attendants don't like it, but hell, this is my job. You know.
Okay, I mean, yesterday, to be honest, it's been that long since I've seen somebody change so much in just so many hours. I mean, the judging was what, 12:30, and the evening show was 6:30, I believe.
Right.
So you really had like 4 or 5 hours. I was actually quite disappointed with how you looked at the judging because your legs were your quads were skinned alive. Mm-hmm. I was really impressed, but I thought your upper body, I could see you trying to get a pump on stage. Mm-hmm. You looked really flat. I could see you were struggling to try and get a pump. But the night show, you came back, and that was the Ed Nunn I think we all know and appreciate. You know, you looked so much better.
Right. Well, like I said, finding the food, what worked, and I was trying to figure out something out for the food. And once we figured out, okay, I was in the hotel and we started eating more.
What were you eating?
We had to go down to the grocery store and literally buy some different potatoes.
Right.
And because I was eating potatoes out of the hotel, mm-hmm. and those potatoes wasn't cutting it for me. Mm-hmm. You know, so we went down to the grocery store and bought our own potatoes, and came back. We chopped them up, and I ate almost a damn whole bag, you know, and came back, and I got a hell of a pump, you know, and it looked a lot better. I brought a fuller package.
You looked sensational at the night show. You really did. You really did.
Thank you. Got a better package, you know, but with my sponsor behind me, that's Sand Nutrition.
One thing I've got to say, I think Sand's one of the most underrated supplement companies, you know. I have used their products. I think they're very good.
Yes. Okay. Sand has...
my type of protein pack, please. No, that is genuine. That is genuine.
Yeah, they have some of the best supplements line out there right now, period. You know.
Are you their main sponsored athlete now? Or?
Yeah, yes I am. And I'm telling you, they got the best products. But it was kind of hard. But once I figured out, you know, what food gave me a hell of a pump. Yeah. You know, like I said, I never traveled abroad to compete. This was my first time, and I had to make do with what I had. Buying food right out of the hotel kitchen and eating is kind of tough, you know.
I heard Alvin Small told me he sent his food back 4 times one night.
Yeah, he sent his bag. I didn't.
You didn't? You just ate it? You were hungry?
Right. I ate it. You make do with what you got.
Yeah. Talking about Alvin, I asked this question when I interviewed both Tony Freeman and Alvin Small. Kind of similar structure guys. Tall guys, wide shoulders, small waist, X-frame. You know, I think I'm gutted we didn't get to see a comparison between you three. But one thing is, I mean, they say the future of bodybuilding is the big guys with small waist, because sometimes a lot of guys have proven they can get big, but how many can keep that small waist? Is it genetic, or do you think there's something you can actually do to keep that waist small?
I think it's something you can do. You know, of course, genetics do play a part, but I think it's something you can do by the way you train and exactly the way you eat. And you know, I wear my belt, my weight belt all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Only time I take it off is when I'm using the squat, the leg press. That is, you know. But
obviously you're pushing back, aren't you?
Exactly. Wear that belt and having your stomach is pushing out. You don't want to extend that stomach out so much because when you're using a lot of heavy weight, you're going to get that, you know. But I try to wear the belt a lot.
I think a lot of guys would like to know your secret because, I mean. Some guys, when they, you know, they obviously put on size like you have in the last couple of years, they do tend to put a tiny bit of size of the waist, but you haven't. In fact, I think if anything, I don't know whether it's just because you're losing because you're bigger, but it looks like you've actually got your waist smaller.
Yeah, well, it's
crazy.
It's actually, as my upper body gets bigger, my legs they always had big legs, but as my upper body gets bigger, really my waistline is starting to look smaller.
Right.
So as I get wider, more rounder, more fuller, my waist looks even smaller, so it gives me...
Even when you carb up, it doesn't bloat, or...?
Even when I carb, it doesn't bloat. You know, once I carb up, by the time I'm ready to get on stage, I'm well flattened out. My stomach is flattened out, and I'm good to go.
Do you know what they say? Some guys can't win, but do you know what? Somebody actually said on one of the MD boards that your waist was too small. It's like you can't win. It's either too big, too small. You know, but you got 12th place at the Olympia. That was your highest place at the Olympia to date?
Yeah, I think this year I placed 12th at the Olympia. Last year I was 16th. So we're slowly moving up. You know, every year, if everyone knows, my package changed. My package changed for when I get on stage. I look totally different every year. But I'm making improvements. But it takes time. Being 6'1" and slowly add muscle to that frame. If you look at Tony Freeman, he didn't overnight become the X-Men.
That's right. Today. Yeah, many years it took.
It takes time, and you have to do it right. You know,
from a personal point of view, when I look at your physique, I think the legs are fantastic, especially for a tall guy. You've got great shoulders, great shoulder width. I think maybe just detail in the back.
Yes.
The back area, where your detail from the front was crazy, but from the back, I think that's probably where you might little fall down. But that's something you could improve on.
Oh yeah. More back, more chest. Just add more thickness and more definition. And you know, once that comes in, that's it. You know, I'm going to shut it down. I don't care who you are. It's coming.
So what did you weigh yesterday then?
Oh, I came in. I was I want to say 265. You know,
230 at the judging.
Oh look, yeah.
You look. It's crazy. I've never seen that. Honestly, you just inflated.
Yeah, I did. I was flat. You know, and it was just. It's hard as hell when you're trying to figure out. You know, you don't have your regular food that you eat, and at the same time, I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to figure out the right food that's going to work for my body. But you got to make do with what you got, and just keep pushing. You know, so once again, I'll be back.
Do you know where you placed yesterday?
I placed ninth.
Ninth?
Yeah.
So, top 10, that's not bad.
Top
Do you think
10.
if you'd have looked like you did at the night show and you did the judging, you'd have been maybe 2 or 3 spots higher?
Well, I think so. I think I would have been placed a little higher, but at the same time, you know, you take what you get. You know, I never complain about what the judges give me. I always thank them for having me at any show, and I move on. You know, nothing to, hey.
Can't dwell on it, otherwise it just eats you up.
You can't dwell on it. I'm a gracious winner, I'm a gracious loser. You know, I just keep on going. There's nothing to cry about. You just go on to the next show.
So you've won a pro show this year, haven't you?
Yeah, I won the Tijuana this year.
Tijuana, you won one last year?
I won last year.
Europa, was it Europa?
The Connecticut, yeah.
Connecticut, yeah.
Won that one.
Excellent. So what's in the pipeline for you next then?
Man, I'm going to do, I got one more show to do. I'm going to do the Miami show.
Sacramento?
No.
There's a Miami show?
Miami, yeah. There's a show in Florida, Miami. Yeah, I'm doing the Masters.
So you're over 40?
Well, I just turned 40, so I'm a young 40, you know. But
so would you like to walk away with that first prize, 100K?
That'd be great. But I know, I'm going to give them hell. I'm going to show up. This time I'm going to change. I get to be at home. I will show up shredded to hell.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm here with Edward, second to none. I'm Giles Thomas from musculardevelopment.com on the Stand Nutrition Stand. Thanks. Click.